Hi. When was the last time someone told you you were beautiful? Not as just a coy manipulation, but truly and genuinely saw your beauty, your uniqueness, how special you are. Not just your haircut or what you're wearing, but your heart, that you're a good person, a person of value and worth. My name is Tracy Smoke, and I'm an author. I've been working on a series on YouTube called Carnival of Craziness, trying to address some concerns about domestic violence. And for ladies and some gentlemen in difficult situations with partners, trying to provide resources and some research and just some encouragement that as you walk a delicate, difficult path, you're not alone. And there are those out there who care about you, who have walked where you're walking and want to bring you some hope and light and healing. So, this series is about emotional abuse. And the question is, does your partner trash you? Initially, things may have been all sweetness and smooth talking, and you ran until they caught you. And then once they caught you and you're emotionally attached and you're in what you believe is a wonderful romance, somehow things get topsy-turvy. They shift and you don't even know exactly what happened. Instead of being told that you're beautiful, or for our gentlemen, that you're handsome, all of a sudden your hair's frisbee, or you're too short, or your clothes don't look right. And you start getting undermined in a very systematic pattern to control you. Because if you don't have confidence in yourself, you don't have the strength, or you don't tap into the strength to make sure that you have boundaries that are respected and that you're treated with honor and kindness. And I know sometimes that starts when we're little ones. I can remember being preteen, and a family member I love dearly was studying my face so closely and said, "You've got a cute little nose and your teeth are okay, but your eyes are really placed close together." Well, all I heard is that my eyes were close together. And that had a foundation in me that maybe I wasn't pretty, maybe that nobody would love me, maybe I wasn't good enough. And these issues of self-esteem are what predators take advantage of in a relationship that involves domestic violence. And even the person may have started as Prince Charming or Cinderella with a little bit of time and a systematic undermining of your belief in yourself. All of a sudden you find you're partnered with Godzilla and it just isn't working. So, emotional abuse, what is it? Now, I'm not talking about the occasional jab or a little bit of fun or maybe even a bad day where somebody gets cranky. I'm talking about a systematic pattern of abuse to destroy you. And that would be something like someone's always making fun of you. A joke is always at your expense. Or if you're with family or coworkers, they tell stories that embarrass you, that humiliate you, that really should have just been kept private. They dismiss your needs as ridiculous. "Oh, you shouldn't feel that way. Why are you being so sensitive?" They totally ignore any comment you make to say, "Well, I really don't care for pecans in my apple pie." "Well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of." Well, no, because if that's what you prefer and that's what you like, that should be heard and that should be recognized. Always criticizing you. "You don't drive fast enough. You drive too fast. You don't handle the finances well. You're really stupid. When you talk, I just can't bear to hear your voice because it's so scratchy. Your jokes are always so lame." This constant barrage of you not being good enough really takes a toll. And after a while, even if you're a strong person, You start thinking, well, what's wrong with me? I'm not good enough. And then the relationship takes a downward spiral even further because you stop protecting yourself. So this is a pattern that's been identified with the domestic abuse intervention programs in Duluth, Minnesota. They've given permission to share this wheel of power and control. It was designed many years ago by survivors of domestic violence who had found safety in a shelter. And they were starting to discuss, well, what happened in the relationship? What went wrong? What were the patterns? And they came up with labels for things that often people feel intuitively, but you don't know what it's called. So emotional abuse is one of these patterns and methods of manipulation. And what that looks like is you're always being put down. You're made to feel bad about yourself. You're called names. You're made to think that you're crazy. You're humiliated. You're made to feel guilty because you're never good enough, strong enough, smart enough, wise enough, pretty enough. And after a while, you just want to give up. You've lost yourself. But these videos are about how to find yourself and find a way to hope and healing. So the first thing to do is protect your thinking. I like this picture of this helmet all bashed up because you've got to pull on a cap of confidence. And no matter what your partner says, whatever their purpose or motive is, you have to know inside you that you are wonderful, you are attractive, you have a lot to offer. And the other person is really missing out if that person can only see flaws. So I will have links in this with a really good article about emotional abuse, explaining it, what is it, and what are some patterns toward healing. I would recommend that you consider meeting with a licensed therapist just to think out loud with someone and kind of counteract this brainwashing that you're not good enough, because you are. Remember, you are beautiful. And just like this mannequin, I saw it at the Orlando Museum of Art this week. It was on display. And I just thought it was so bold and confident. And you may not wear a garland on your head. You may not have light bulbs as your headdress, but you can be you. Whatever it is that brings you joy and makes you happy and is that unique thing about you that other people look and say, wow, I wish I could be like that. So just be encouraged today. If you're getting bombarded with negative messages, don't let it beat you down. Don't let it discourage you or destroy you from the realization that you are wonderful. And if that negativity just keeps coming and you can't really totally get out of the situation, well, just take a mental break. Put on your little helmet and think to yourself, I have a good heart, I am a kind soul, and I am beautiful. And I made a little prop. I'm going to see about maybe patenting it. I don't know. But this is what I call my positive thinking cap. It's made out of tinfoil. It has pipe cleaners on it. It's just silly. But try mentally the next time you're getting hit with those messages of not good enough. Just put on your little mental filter that says, I am bold and I am beautiful. Have a great day. Thinking of you. More articles will be posted. I've got more channels on YouTube. Share them, reach out, get help. You are worth it.